Namaste, everyone, and welcome to this full moon meditation. Today we celebrate Guru Purnima, or full moon dedicated to the spiritual teacher. Before we start, let us invoke for divine blessing. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to all the spiritual elders, to all the spiritual teachers, to all the saints of all traditions, to all the holy archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers, personally to my teacher, Master Chua Kok Sui, Maha Guruji Mei Ling, we humbly invoke for divine light, divine love, guidance, help, healing, and divine protection. We thank you in full faith. So be it. All right. So it's a full moon and there's lots of energy, and we want to harness all that spiritual energy, use it to flush out a lot of stress energy, a lot of negative thoughts, negative emotion, and then afterwards use it also to bless our projects. Now, many years ago, a message was said, in addition to having the full moon meditation, use that opportunity to impart certain spiritual teachings. Well, this month is the full moon dedicated to the spiritual teacher, and you will notice in the first image that was shown when we started, there's the image of Lord Rama in the Hindu tradition with his disciple Hanuman, and you will notice Hanuman has a image with the face of a monkey. Now, a lot of times spiritual teachings are embedded in art, and according to the teacher, he was saying that the reason Hanuman has an image of a monkey is because he is constantly imitating the spiritual qualities of the teacher. So in India, if you're called to be a Hanuman, basically you are a very dedicated student, dedicated disciple who has studied the teacher and the teachings a lot and has shown great power, and also the ability to really manifest the spiritual teachings of whoever your teacher is. So I want to take this opportunity on this special full moon to just describe some of the great qualities the spiritual teacher has, and how by applying ourselves in imitating or emulating these qualities, we can also accelerate our spiritual path, be more prosperous, be happy, and also be healthy. All right? So the easiest way to do this is to just go to the deepest teaching where we are made in the image of God. As most of you know, there's always the Trinity in every spiritual teaching. You have in the Judeo-Christian tradition, God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit, the power aspect of God, the love aspect of God, and the intelligence aspect of God. And you have Shiva, Lord Vishnu, Lord Brahma, power, love, intelligence. In the Egyptian tradition, you have Osiris, Isis, and Horus. So oftentimes in spiritual teaching, you see an image of a triangle. Basically, it's intelligence, love, and power, or whichever way you want to put it. So I want to start with that and just share the unique qualities of the teacher. There's so many of them. We'll just focus on a few and see how we can emulate those and empower ourselves. So love, light, and power. Love, light is intelligence, and power is will. So let's start with love. Obviously, the teacher started his journey, eons and eons of time as the soul, and one of the manifestations of that love within them is the ability to teach. In fact, I remember Master Cho used to say, I incarnated to teach. And when we teach, we're actually helping other people spiritually evolve by learning things. Okay? As we learn how to do things properly, how not to make as many mistakes, our lives improve. So another way to put it is something like this. This is saying in the Chinese tradition, if you want to know what is at the destination, talk to the people who've been there, are on the way back. So the teacher in the Chinese tradition is called Shifu or Sifu. If you've studied martial arts, means spiritual teacher, or I remember I was just in Taiwan a few weeks ago. They would call the teacher Lao Shi. Lao is old, Shi is teacher, old teacher. So a lot of times, the physical body of the teacher is younger than the student. So obviously, it's not chronological age. It's saying that it's an old soul. The teacher is an old soul who's been through a lot of trials and tribulations, learn from those, and then learn the experience and gives them the ability to teach and share. Okay? The other part is in the Japanese tradition, you call the teacher sensei. Interesting enough, the word sensei in Chinese, if you write it down in Chinese characters, means born before. Xian is before or ahead. Sheng is born. So the teacher is spiritually born ahead of us. Again, learn all the lessons, spiritually evolve, giving them the ability to teach us. So because of this love that is within the teacher cannot help but share. It's just like if you have some good news on how to help someone, you know that you're about to burst, you can't handle it. You just want to say, by the way, if you do this, this would be good for you. When you care for people, you cannot help but share. So one thing that one thing that we want to emulate from the teacher is love through sharing. He loves to share, and that's why if you have something that is good, something that is helpful to other people, learn to share with other people. All right. The other thing is a manifestation of that love is being very, very generous and very charitable. Grandmaster Cho is probably the most charitable, generous person I've ever met. I mean, we would be walking down the street, he would see a beggar, and then he'll give me money. He says, give it to him. I didn't even look. It was dark. I look at it. And then when I gave it to the guy, the guy goes, it's $100 bill. And Master Cho passed by, goes, hey, that's real. And then when you get to the car, Master Cho said, tonight that person's life's changed. And we're looking at him, why is that, Master? He said, nobody's ever given that much. To be given that much, we restored even a little bit his faith in humanity. You see what I'm saying? I mean, there's countless stories I can go on and on, but one of them is the feeding program. Same thing. We're walking down Santa Monica in the promenade. You saw all these homeless people. He said, well, who are these people? I said, one of the people who live there says, oh, these are the people, they're homeless, and it's legal to be homeless in the streets. I mean, the police won't mess with them. It's legal to be there. He goes, really? And then before you know it, he disappears with one of the students, came back with 300 hamburgers. And guess what he did? They went up and down and just feeding them. He said, how could we say our Father when we pray the Lord's Prayer and allow our spiritual brothers and sisters to starve without doing anything? So one thing I'd like you to remember is one of the spiritual qualities of a teacher is love and compassion. Compassion to help people who are in need. Okay? What else? Part of that love manifests as mercy. Mercy can be seen in many, many aspects. One of it, of course, is to help those in need, right? That's mercy. Another form of mercy that people don't think about is, when you give money to charity, to help feed the hungry, saves people's lives, that is a manifestation of that love within you. That we know that we are blessed. There are people who are having more difficult times than we are. So out of compassion, we give money, we help and share. So that's an aspect of the teaching we want to emulate, which is being charitable, being merciful, and loving. Now, another part of the Trinity we want to talk about now is intelligence. Master Cho does not believe in just being spiritual and meditating and doing nothing. His mind is constantly going. He's a businessman by livelihood, very successful one, very prosperous. And one thing that he said is, look, it is very important for the spiritual practitioner to have a sharp mind. Having a sharp mind is very important because it allows us to discern. My discernment. It's interesting. If you study the teachings of Alice Bailey, which is actually given by the great spiritual teacher, Holy Master Dual Kul, he said through her, the first qualification of a spiritual disciple is discrimination or discernment, the ability to tell what is right and what not is right, or what's not good and what's good, and be able to choose good. Otherwise, if a person is on the spiritual path, they're just spacing out, they're not grounded, they don't think, guess what happens? Instead of the spiritual path being straight, they easily get led astray by the next thing that's sensational, the next thing that's a fad. They don't have a good anchor, so their mind starts to wander. So one of the things I really want to imitate with a teacher is he has a very sharp mind. He's constantly studying. I remember we'd go to the bookstores, okay? I'd buy lots of books. You know how I know? I'm the one carrying them. They're heavy. And I got to the car and said, Master, Master, why are you buying all these books? You know what he said? He said, the teacher is a perpetual student. It just shocked me. I said, wow, he's still studying. Of course, when he reads, he knows what a key points in a spiritual book is, and then he'll highlight them. Well, of course, I figured out the shortcut. After he's done, I said, Master, can I borrow your book? He said, sure. Guess what I read? All the highlighted ones. Why work so hard? The teacher did all the hard work, right? So, you see what I'm saying? The teacher always thinks. We'll be in the car, and he'll be just quiet, and then before you know it, he'll start talking to me, and he'll start giving instructions, what to do, and so on and so on. And you could see he's constantly analyzing, he's constantly thinking. So I would encourage you to study more, to really accelerate your mental development. Because the sharper your mind is, the more you can analyze things, the more you can make better decisions. Plus, when the spiritual teachings comes in, a spiritual input, it takes a sharp mind to understand it. Okay? Now, another aspect of intelligence I want to share what the teachers is the ability to handle money. You see, the intelligence aspect of God is intelligence to budget, to compute, to calculate everything. Unfortunately, we've noticed that some people who are on the spiritual path, they're not so interested in material things, which is understandable if somebody's supporting you. But if you're paying your own bills, it's very, very important to budget, right? To plan ahead, how you're going to make money, how you're going to support yourself, how you're going to support your family. Part of this has to do with the intelligence aspect of God. Okay? It's reflected down upon us. And as you look at the teacher budgets, the teacher calculates, computes. Everything he would think, okay, do this, do that, do this. If you invest this much, how much you have in return, and so on and so on. The mind is constantly sharpening. Very, very important. So I would encourage the intelligence aspect of the teacher. Really learn how to be more, how to call this, not calculating, but always think and strategize. Don't just say, oh, okay, some people, what do you want to do with your life? I don't know. They just float. You have to have a plan. 1 year plan, 3 year plan, 5 year plan, 10 years plan. What are you going to do with your life? That has to do with what? The intelligence aspect. Okay? Now, the third aspect of God that is reflected upon us, and part of that aspect the teacher has perfected, is the will aspect or the power aspect. This will or power aspect is very, very important. The question is why? The will is the driving force. For what? Everything. The driving force keeps us going. When you're really excited about your spiritual practice, right? You notice you sit down, you meditate, you learn, you read. You notice when there's something you're not interested in, you keep putting it off. That's the lack of the driving force, the will, the power aspect of you. So I will notice the teacher, he's constantly pushing. His body could be tired. His body might be jet lag. Yet, you know what? Okay, we have to meditate. Really, Master? Okay, let's meditate. And then he said, same thing. We'd come from a big event, hundreds of people. After the event, instead of sitting down and basking in the glory, oh yeah, that was fun. No, it's focused. Okay, when's your next class? How many students do you have? How many souls have you enlightened? Well, no break. No, it's like focus. And that's the driving force. If you want to be successful in anything, there has to be a driving force, and also there has to be a focus. And that's one thing that I want to share too, is a lot of times when I talk to him, I'll be all over the place. Master, about this. Wait. One thing at a time. Do not try to break too many arrows or too many chopsticks or whatever you want to break at the same time. Or, as they say in the Chinese tradition, do not catch too many rabbits or chickens at the same time. the ability to focus is very, very important. See, when you focus, all your energy is concentrated on one objective. That allows you to push and to get maximum distance. So, the way I look at it, one of the things to emulate with the teacher's ability to focus, to be successful in any part of our life, is to focus, number one, your spiritual practice. Where do you want to be? And then you keep pushing forward. What classes do you need to take? What books do you need to read? Right? How often do you need to meditate? Your relationships. How badly do you want to work? Right? How often times do you want to spend time with the people you love? What kind of quality time? You have to plan it out. You have to make it happen. What else? Your health. This is another aspect. That's part of power. You see, for example, move your arm. You move your arm, right? You didn't have to think. You didn't say, okay, the brain has to send certain signals to the arm that goes up. You just say, I move my arm. You moved it. So your body is a manifestation of will, power. You move your body. How do you use it? You don't use your mind. You don't use emotion. You use your will. So taking care of your body is very, very important. The body is used by the soul for spiritual development. So one of the things that Master Cho said, you know what, the teacher teaches you techniques to make your physical body healthier and lengthen your lifespan? Not so that you can party more, so that your soul has more years to evolve. So those years that you gain by taking care of your body gives your soul time to learn more lessons, generate more good karma, be able to do more service. Very, very important. And in addition to all these things, love, manifesting as what? Charity, compassion, and mercy, right? What else? Intelligence, the ability to think, strategize, compute, budget. Will, be a driving force. What else? To be able to push in every aspect of your life to be the best that you can. One thing that I want to share with you about the teacher that we want to emulate is his devotion to his teacher. I remember one time he told me, he said, when you show respect towards your teacher, your students will respect you. In other words, one thing I notice is every time we praise him, Master, you're so good, you're smart, you're this, you're this, you're this. You know what he said? No. I'm just a student of my teacher. He gives his respect and credit to his teacher in God. And it's interesting, when I watch that, it awakens the devotion within me. So whoever your spiritual teacher is, if you show proper attitude, not blind faith. Now, Master Cho never said that. He said, you have accurate perception, right? You know who the teacher is. You know the strengths. The teacher also makes mistakes, right? You emulate the spiritual qualities of the teacher. From there, you spiritually grow. And so it's interesting, as I watch the teacher having so much devotion to his teacher, it awakens the devotion of mine to him. So whoever your spiritual teacher is, whether he or she is in the physical body, as you have a deep respect and devotion to your teacher, it will awaken love and devotion from other people towards you. You see, love is very magnetic. It's very what? Magnetic. So when your heart is so open, you have so much devotion to your teacher or to God or whoever you learn spiritual teachings from. That energy coming down through you awakens your heart and gets you know what it does? It awakens people's. So I would leave you with this thought. If you think love, intelligence, and will, or love, light, and power, if these are the strong qualities in the teacher, as we emulate them, we imitate them, just like Hanuman, you heard the saying, monkey see, monkey do, right? As you look at the spiritual teacher, you learn these qualities and you make them yours in your life, You will also spiritually evolve very quickly. You'll be more prosperous. You have a healthier body. And you have better relationships. What else do you want? So that's why in many traditions, they have great respect for a spiritual teacher. Okay? That said, one thing that the teacher always says is, do your spiritual practice. So this full moon meditation, we're going to meditate. So when you're ready, just sit comfortably. We'll do our meditation now. We'll do several things. We'll do the meditation Twin Hearts, which was taught to us by Master Choa. And then part of that, if you like, will guide you through showing love and devotion to whoever your spiritual teachers. For me, it's obvious for me, but you can do whatever you like to whoever you have proper attitude and love for. Okay, so just close your eyes. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to our spiritual teacher, to all the spiritual teachers, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers, thank you for opening our hearts, our minds, our souls to your divine love, divine guidance, divine will, help, and divine protection. We thank you in full faith. So be it. Okay. Now inhale, exhale slowly. Just breathe in and breathe out. Smile. Gently smile at your heart. Imagine someone you love in front of you. Be aware of the love within your heart. Raise your hands in blessing. Be aware of the love within your heart. Let that loving energy in the form of pink light flow down from your heart through your hands, flooding this person with lots of love. Just say, from my heart to yours, I shower you with love and much affection, unconditionally. Be aware of your crown. Imagine golden light from your crown flowing down through your hands to this person you love, filling them with so much love, with divine peace and divine bliss. Just say, may you be blessed with divine love and divine peace. So be it. So be aware of your heart and your crown. Just flood this person with so much love and peace. So be it. Now, we'll share this love with the entire earth. Be aware of your heart. Be aware of your hands. Imagine the beautiful pink light from your heart flowing through your hands to the entire earth. We'll use the prayer of Saint Francis of Assisi. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Wherever there is hatred, let me sow love. May every person, every being on earth be blessed with peace and with love. Where there is injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Bless the different parts of the world that are having problems and conflicts. A lot of them are making the news, the different countries at war, the different countries that have illness, famine. Many of you have called us and emailed us about places that need blessing. Think about those places. Bless all of them with peace, with love, and the ones that are in conflict, with love and forgiveness towards each other. Where there's doubt, faith, where there's despair, hope. So many people are suffering. So many beings are suffering. May all of them be blessed with hope and faith and a better life. So be it. So be it. Where there's darkness, light, sadness, joy. Allow your soul, allow your entire being to be simply an instrument through your heart and your hands to bless every person, every being on earth with peace, with love, with a spirit of forgiveness, with hope and faith, with light and joy. So be it. Feel the love just flow through us as one. So be it. Now, be aware of your heart. Inhale. Be aware of your crown. Exhale. Again, be aware of your heart. Inhale. Lift the loving energy from your heart to your crown. Exhale. And stay there. Let the golden light from the crown flow down through your hands to the earth. And just silently repeat with me. From the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, let every person, every being on earth be blessed with loving kindness, with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. Let every person, every being in the entire earth be blessed with peace, with love, and with kindness. Think of all the different places that you hear in the news that have, wars, conflicts, famine, or whatever pain people are experiencing. Bless those places with peace, with love, with healing, and with kindness. So be it. So be it. So be it. Now, be aware of your heart and your crown at the same time. Both of them are glowing with beautiful golden light. Let the golden light from the heart and the crown flow down through your hands, blessing the entire earth. And repeat with me. From the center of the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, let every person, every being in the higher worlds, the middle worlds, even the lower worlds, let all beings in all dimensions be blessed with loving kindness. Let all be blessed with inner peace and inner healing. Let all be blessed with understanding, harmony, goodwill, and the willingness to do good. So be it. Let all be blessed. So be it. Let all be blessed. Now gently lower your hands on your lap. Keep your eyes closed. Imagine a beautiful golden flame on top of your crown. Just gently and lovingly look at that golden flame. Maintain your stillness and gently be aware of the love within your heart. Send a stream of love from your heart up to the crown and into the flame. Just look at the flame above your crown. It's getting brighter and brighter. Again, send another stream of love from your heart up to the crown and into the flame. Just be still and look at that flame. It's getting brighter and brighter. And just be still. Meditate on the inner stillness and that space in between each Om. Allow your awareness to just simply fill up that space. Om. Allow your awareness to just completely fill up that empty space now and stay there. Om. Om. Allow your awareness to go deeper and deeper into that space. Om. 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 Be still. Be aware. Be aware of that inner stillness and just simply let go. Now. Any sound, any noise you hear will just allow you to go deeper and deeper into that stillness and that peace. Let go. Maintain your stillness and awareness. Look at that golden flame. Imagine the face of your teacher inside that golden flame, whoever your teacher is. Look at that golden flame. From your heart, send a stream of love, up to your crown and into the flame, sharing your love and your devotion to whoever your spiritual teacher is. Now, again, send another stream of love from your heart up to the crown and into the golden flame, offering it to your spiritual teacher. And just be still and wait for their response. The golden flame is getting brighter and brighter with the image of your teacher inside. It is slowly descending down to your crown. It is descending down to your heart, settling in your heart. Be still. Be aware of the beautiful golden light in your heart with the image of your spiritual teacher. Just repeat with me, I and my spiritual teacher are one. I, the soul, and my spiritual teacher are one. There is only oneness. Be still, be aware, and just simply let go. Now. That golden light just spreading to every part of your body now. I and my spiritual teacher are one. I and my guru are one. Be still and let go. In Tibetan yoga, this is called Guru Yoga, or meditation on the teacher. There are many versions of this. All you have to do is allow it to happen and let go. Gently, slowly, come back to your body. Move your fingers, move your toes. Gently and slowly come back. Gently and slowly raise your hands in blessing. You okay? First, release the excess energy our bodies cannot absorb. So first, visualize your family, your friends, people you love. Fill them with beautiful golden light. Bless them all with good health, with happiness, with prosperity and spirituality. So be it. You can bless your job, your career with success, with progress, advancement, and lots of prosperity. So be it. Let all be blessed. Now, if you like, focus on your feet and the base of your spine. We'll bless Mother Earth. Visualize golden light flooding the earth below you. Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, revitalized. Blessings be to Mother Earth. So be it. So be it. Okay? Let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother. We thank you to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, to all the saints, to all the spiritual teachers. To my beloved teacher, Master Chua Kok Sui, Mahaguru Jimeling. You can thank whoever your spiritual teacher is. Your spiritual teacher is. We thank you for divine light, love, power, guidance, help, and protection. Thank you. In full faith, so be it. All right, how was your meditation? Good? So you'll notice in the Christian tradition, I remember going to church, they would say, accept Christ into your heart. Remember that? In the Hindu tradition, you would see Hanuman opening his heart like this with the image of Lord Rama and Sita in his heart. So devotion to the teacher or gratitude towards the teacher is very, very important. For some of you who are new, it's something like this. Can you spiritually evolve and experience enlightenment without the teacher? Yes, you can do it. The question is, how many mistakes do you want to make to get there? If somebody has a roadmap, says, do this, don't do this, avoid this, avoid that, wouldn't that be easier? But you have free will. I don't know about you, but why work so hard when somebody has a roadmap, says, follow simple instructions, right? Besides, the way Master taught us is you don't have to have blind faith. All you have to do is think, you have to analyze, and make your own conclusion. All right? Now, what we're going to do now is bless our projects. So if you have them handy, go ahead and pull them out. If you wrote them out, all your plans, your goals, your aspirations, with all that energy coming in this full moon, we're going to use the group energy. Just imagine we're under a gigantic tunnel. So much energy will bless all our projects to be super successful. Okay, pull them out. Okay, ready? Raise your hands. Repeat after me. We are one. We are one with our spiritual teacher. We are one with all spiritual teachers. We are one with all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers. We are one with God. We are one with all. Now feel that level of oneness and connection. Visualize your projects manifesting properly. Fill them with golden light. Keep going. Keep going. Visualize them in 3D, filled with golden light. The ones who already took Kriya Shakti, you can use your proper hand mudra. I can show it here because not everybody's taken the class yet. Use that technique so that your projects will manifest, materialize faster. Keep going. We'll give it extra boost. We'll ask for divine blessing more to your project. As your heart desires, may all your goals and aspirations and wishes be blessed by God to materialize properly now. So it is. God's blessings be to all your projects. So be it, so be it, so it is. Try to feel it. Try to scan its energy. It's massive, right? Say, so be it. All right, good. Okay, I hope you had a good experience. Thank you for joining us. And as always, we'd love to hear from you. Just somewhere here, record your experiences. Just type it in. Let us know how you like it. If you have any comments, we'd love to hear from you. And thank you very much always for your generous donation. I know a lot of you have been donating. You've told us that as the law of karma works, as you donated, a lot of your projects also materialize. So thank you very much. It helps us to keep this spiritual and video ministry free. At the same time, we can reach more people. So thank you very much. It's very much appreciated. May God richly bless you for your generosity. Other than that, we'll see you next month for a full moon. Next month is what is next month? Oh, there's a Pan American Convention in Ecuador. You are all invited. We've taken pranic healing. And next year in the Philippines is a World Pranic Healers Convention in Manila. So it's going to be fantastic. Other than that, we'll continue our esoteric study group. The next one coming up, if you haven't watched it yet, the one before was the seventh ray, the ray of structure and organization. The next video that's coming up is the spiritual applications of the 7 rays. After that, the prosperity applications, so on. So we have a lot of them lined up for you. Okay? So other than that, Atma means soul. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining us. We wish you good luck, happiness, prosperity, abundance, and all the great stuff. Okay? Take care. See you next time. Bye.